guys, welcome back to another video here. Today we have another episode of Washington Football Team 20-year fantasy rebuild on Madden 21. If you guys missed out on the last episode, go ahead and check it out. Today we have another episode. We do trade Teague, McLaurin, and a 4th-round pick for 2 ones from the Chicago Bears. No, not from the Bears. I don't know. Lyle Darby, a first and 2 firsts for Nick Bosa. Joey Bosa. He's going to be our new edge rusher. I don't like him on any gainer. He's just too low of an overall. A first and a second gets us another first. We're trading up, trying to get some value here, trying to get another player. Hopefully we can get him so we can bring him in, be a very good competitor. This is my 20-year rebuild, fantasy rebuild on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, we do have a playlist and a bunch of other stuff down in the description, as well as on my channel. We are in Season 7. This is Season 7, so I do season by season, season by episode, so keep that in mind. I should have more out in the near future, but this is the big blockbuster trade. Nick Chubb, Amani Gaynor, and a first-round pick, number 2 overall for Amon St. Brown. Has 3 years left on his contract. Going to be a new wide receiver. We did end up bringing in Michael Thomas. I don't remember if it was at the end of the last episode or if it was at the beginning of this, but I just don't want him anymore. Amon St. Brown is so much younger. This will improve our receiving corps drastically. We do end up trading for Josh Jacobs. He's going to be our new power back behind Saquon Barkley. Tyrone Cunningham, Aaron Baker, and a first were all coming off our team next year. Michael Thomas, Jonathan Abram, and a third for 2 firsts and a second from the Lions. Henry Archibald, Justin Tucker, and a 5th for a first from the Vikings. Just trading away value for different value. Got to get rid of assets before they're too old or before they leave the team for nothing. Gio Wary for Vita Vea. Straight up, Vita Vea only had 1 year. I'll let him walk at the end of the year. This is just a win now little rental piece that we want. So we're going to go through the depth chart, check it out, and get it set. Austin Hawkinson up to an 85. Josh Jacobs and Saquon and DeAndre Swift will be our running backs. Dan Carter, our fullback. Matt Phillips, Amon St. Brown, Deontay Harris are going to be our starting receivers. KJ Hamler, Paris Campbell, and Vern Don is going to be our 3 backup receivers. Vern Don is, of course, going to slide up to that number 4 spot because he is very, 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 very good. Jalen Samuels, Brevin Jordan, and the other dude, can't pronounce his name. O-line, basically the same as last year. The only new addition is Quentin Nelson. Is going to be the new big key addition here. He's going to be starting at that left tackle situation. Joey Bosa, another big name that's coming in. Going to be switching to a 4-3, like I said in the last episode. I think we'll just have a better chance at winning, and I think it will improve our situation. Our players were our linebackers were getting too good. Our edge rushers were good. Our interior D-line wasn't good enough, and I think we had enough talent at the linebacker spot to really change, so that's why we're making the change. Roquan, another big key addition. Other backups here and there that we did end up going out and signing, like McKinney. Did go out and sign Bohan, as well as Tarrant and some other players. Just really far down the depth chart type of people. Gordon Davis will be sliding over to that free safety spot. Derwin James is going to be at that strong safety spot. Keenan Bradley is going to actually take a break for a year. He's going to be the backup. Rob Otto, our new kicker, is in here as well. Just a lot of changes. I think we need to switch it up and get back to that promised land of the Super Bowl. And I think the best way to do that is get new and better players in here. And it's not even better players, just new players in the system, new players to hopefully come in and bring a new mindset, bring a new culture in. And I think with Roquan and Nick Bosa and Vita Vea and Quentin Nelson and Amon St. Brown and Josh Jacobs are all going to be key additions to winning a Super Bowl again. We already have 2 through 7 years, through 6 years. So let's continue our tradition, hopefully get back on pace for another Super Bowl, hopefully in the near future. Running backs, it's just going to be basically best available. Josh Jacobs, I'm only giving him the 3rd down spot instead of DeAndre Swift because it's only a 4-point difference. And I think at that point, I think his 99 overall and just his stats in general will help him produce a little bit more on that 3rd down because he'll be able to break more tackles, stuff like that. as well as edge rusher. Edge rusher is just going to be who I'm feeling, who I think is going to provide us the best chance to go after the QB. And I think Rylan Whalen is a perfect option. Rashawn Gary's still here. Bohan's still here. Uh, did I put Vita Vea in? Yeah, okay, I did. I was like, please tell me I put Vita Vea in. Ed Oliver, Vita Vea, Felix Young going to be the D tackles. Linebackers just going to be the best people available besides Cody Carter. I'm going to get him some reps, so he'll be that third middle linebacker, sub linebacker at least. Slot corner. For some reason, I thought that Gordon Davis wasn't starting, so I put him in the slot. I don't know why. Don't ask me. So Keenan Bradley did actually get some reps every now and then when we did go into like a dime package or stuff like that. We did end up making the playoffs. I didn't feel like playing any games up until this point, and we ended up playing the Giants, who are actually the second best team in the NFC East. So Saquon will actually make it into the end zone. Stiff arm and Lamar St. Brown is just going to block down and fall in for a touchdown. Up 7-3. Back in the red zone. Going to drop back to pass. Finding Phillip on this little out route that he's going to go up and get and keep his feet in bounds. Phillips is going to go I was kind of worried when I drafted him. I'm like, what if this doesn't work out? I'm going to waste a pick on a wide receiver. And that's what happens. Like if I draft a backup D lineman, backup linebacker, backup O lineman, it's always okay, but when I spend a pick on a running back or a QB or a wide receiver that doesn't work out, then I really feel like shit because then it's just like, I just ruined it. I don't know what the QB was doing here. He threw straight after his touchdown, but I'll take it. Interception. We ended up winning the game 35-13. I didn't get a whole ton of opportunities in this game, which was really weird. The drives that you actually saw, that was probably the best play from each drive that you saw that I actually got to play. Yeah. It's Trevor Lawrence, and he threw it straight at him. And these sliders are supposed to be harder than what I have on Panthers franchise. So it's just very strange to me. We do end up making the playoffs at 14-2. We end up not having to go through the wild card. Hopefully that gets us a little bit further than last time. Hopefully we don't lose to the Seahawks, of course, like always, because the Seahawks are fucking gods. I'm just kidding. The Seahawks aren't gods. It seems like we do meet them quite a little bit. So, Amon St. Brown is actually made the wide receiver number 2, just for the simple fact of the matter that I think I'm just going to like him a little bit more because he is 6'1". The team looks great. It really does. The team looks absolutely phenomenal. Kicker and punter could use some help, but other than that, just boom. Drop the fucking dick on the table. Austin Hawkins at 3,900 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 picks. After, so since I already have Season 7 and Season 8 recorded of football team, I'll actually go in on Season 9 and check out Ryan Hawkinson, the QB for the Giants. Why the fuck did the Giants take a QB? If they have Trevor Lawrence. What? How are they? I don't understand that. Whatever. Here's some of the stats for the wide receivers. A little bit of a drop-off this year in terms of production from just the receiving corps. So that means the running backs definitely did their job, which is good. I think the run game personally definitely gets you better. You do a better job when you have a run game like we do, just for the simple fact that you're draining the clock. You're slowly chipping away at a defense. Like, yeah, big plays definitely kill defenses, but, when a defense is having to stay out there for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plays at a time, and if their offense is turning over the football, then you're really just wearing them down and wearing. And it's a good option, and that's something the Bears need to get back to in real life. But the defense played absolutely phenomenal as well, forcing turnovers, getting big sacks, all that type of stuff, getting a touchdown even, 1 touchdown from Roquan Smith, which is cool. Big key additions definitely come up clutch. Vita Vea had a good year. Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa had a good year. Our kicker didn't even have to do much. He only had to kick it 14 times. 1 got blocked, so I technically count that as 12 of 13. He hit basically all his extra points, so he did good. Matt Phillips actually returned a kick for a touchdown, which is awesome to see as well, to see that 97 speed be really kicking in, him really taking off. Yearly awards here, and take a look. Chris Smart, that really hurts. This is the QB that just wasn't playing great for us, and we decided to trade him away. He's 85 now, and he's playing with the Raiders, and he's balling out apparently. So that sucks. At 14-2, we do win Coach of the Year, NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Hawkinson and Barkley, and at 7-8. So good to see our little backfield there. Roquan Smith is actually second in Defensive Player of the Year. Johnny McCutcheon actually gets number 3, one of our former middle linebackers. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dan Carter as a fullback gets number 9 on the list. I know that's still 9 out of 10 rookies, but still. Frank Nance, one of the corners I wanted. Second in Defensive Player of the Year. Cody Carter at number 7. So at least our guys are placing, which is definitely telling me that they were producing enough to get those votes, which is always great to see. Now we're going to take on the Bears here, and Dan Carter will get a touchdown in the playoffs. And motherfucking Carter. Nice to see. Now them on the goal line. They're going to hand it off to their fullback, and he's going to score. The fullback battle. It's 1932. The Bears actually have the biggest blowout in NFL history on this football team, or the Redskins, or whatever you want to call it. 73-0. Up 27-28 now to 14. Yeah, it was just a slaughter from the beginning. We went up like 21-0 after they scored their touchdown. No, we went up like 21-7, and we just kept beating them over the top. Really, anytime I got a play, it just seemed like our wide receivers were getting open so much easier. Just because they are so good, and they should be getting open. Like, don't even tell me to adjust the sliders. Let's just put this out there. If you had maybe like, who are some low numbers? If you had DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, and I don't know. Somebody else. Just somebody else. Good wide receiver, not great. And Allen Robinson, all on the same receiving team. You can't cover them all. Plus, if you had, I don't know, Mark Andrews at tight end, and you had Saquon in the backfield, and you had an above-average QB, I don't know, Carson Wentz throwing the football, like, you can't honestly sit here and tell me that they wouldn't be good at anything. Amon St. Brown with another touchdown. And that just proves my point. Like if you put them in man, they're going to burn you because they are all 3 good people. You would have to have one of the best cornerback groups of all time. And you still probably want to get the job done just because you're putting all those corners in one-on-one situations against good receivers. Here against the Panthers in Washington. Again, a throw. On this throw. I played a very bad game against Carolina. I'm not going to admit that I didn't. I'm not going to be like, well, the team screwed me, simulation screwed me. No, I just had a really bad game. I was getting flustered. I was getting pressured. That ball should have been back to us, but, you know, animations. That's always fun. Chris McCaffrey just going to lose the football. And then they're going to get it back. Can't do anything. 7-3 here now in the second with 2 minutes. It's under 2 minutes. They're going to throw to their tight end. Olsen. Different Olsen, though. Not Greg Olsen. So don't be like, oh, wow, Greg Olsen's still in the league. I don't fucking hope so. He would be like 43 years old, I'm pretty sure. And Deontay Harris is going to burn the guy down the sideline. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have guys that can burn deep. We have guys that can body. And then I make a stupid read. So, that's fun. Shavarius Ward is going to... No, that was Kevin Smith, not Shavarius Ward. Shavarius Ward. Why do I remember him being on the Panthers? I don't remember. I think he tackled somebody during the game and it came up. Deontay Harris with another diving catch. Hawkinson just getting absolutely demolished in that backfield. Hand off Barkley. Barkley's going to run it up in the middle for a touchdown on that little inside run. First touchdown of the game for him. I'll be back trying to find somebody rolling out on my own this time. This is actually a hella decent play for me. And St. Brown still gets in. That sounds nice. I really, really like that play. That was an awesome play by him. I hate how when there's any type of weather change, on Madden, your players don't wear their visors, or if you change the jerseys at all, they don't wear their visors. I'm like, what? And this conservative tackle is so fucking broken in this game. You can't conservative tackle. You just can't, and it pisses me off. And I hit this little post route, and they're going to seal the game, which was fun. So they just kept chipping away at the clock, and I threw an okay pass here that was just a little bit too far, and they're going to pick it off, and they're going to seal the game. So our 14-2 record went to the The Panthers get to go to the Super Bowl, and we're going to spend another year sitting at home during the Super Bowl. We're going to spend another year where we have to go into free agency with no money, and we have to try to put together as good enough a team as possible. With Derwin James, Saquon Barkley, and Vita Vea all coming off contract, it's going to be hard, and we're going to have to do something. Yes, we do have Josh Jacobs. Yes, we do have DeAndre Swift, but those guys aren't three-down backs. We do end up trading Paris Campbell, KJ Hamler, and Jalen Samuels for Budda Baker. I didn't think it was going to go through, and it did, and we'll trade him at a later date. Avery Thomas for a second-round pick. We're just getting rid of players. We're getting rid of contracts. We're getting rid of stuff that we just don't need. CGJ is already regressing. Budda Baker will be regressing soon. Probably did regress as well to the Bears for a first and a second-round pick. I just don't need these guys. These guys are costing me money. I can't keep them. Rashawn Gary, Austin Shelby, and Sean Green all costing me money. We're going to trade for Greg Toller, a running back out of last year's draft class. He's very balanced in a first-round pick as well. These are some of the free agents that I'm looking at. We do end up later trying to sign Barkley as well. You'll see what happens here in a little bit. Some of these guys are just key pieces that we need. Did end up trying to bring back Kendall Fuller too as a cool little storyline, a return storyline, a one more ride type of thing. So Josh Jacobs in a second for a first-round pick. Like I said, Josh Jacobs just can't play the receiving game. DeAndre Swift just doesn't have the power. And the backup tackle that we drafted a couple years ago, going to be trading them. We're going to be trading picks so that we can hopefully get a little bit more money. 3 first-round picks for a 1, 2, and a 3 of next year. We do end up having enough money to try to sign Barkley. At this point, we did end up having like $20 million after cutting practice squad players and a couple other players as well, and resending our contract negotiations for basically every player that we had besides Garrett, Stevens, and Archibald. So, just players that I think could still impact our team and budget beast. So, let's get it with a 5th-year option. Who was this for again? Oh, Felix Young. Yeah, no, I declined this shit. He's not even really starting for us. Probably going to trade him. Gordon Davis. Hell yes. He's one of the best. He was listed as one of the best safeties in the league. He was ranked like top 10, which was really cool. Especially at like an 85. It's awesome to see. We do end up signing Barkley, Bohan, Randolph, Amos, Teron Johnson, Jaron Brown. Jayon Brown, of course, I had to cut off some stuff there. My dog started barking. And some other players as well as Tyrone Cunningham, one of our centers that we traded a little bit ago. We are just trading down some picks. I just didn't need these picks. I just didn't want them. Didn't have a whole ton of people that I wanted to take. We do end up taking this wide receiver, Luke Boyce, mid-first round guy at the end of the second. He's too good to pass up. I think it's a good pick. So, he was our only guy, though. We didn't get anybody else. We did end up looking at the draft classes a little bit. But that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. He's going to be rocking number 10. Luke Boyce out of UCF is going to be rocking number 10. But like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Follow on Twitch for some live fun. Remember, subscribing is free, and you guys can always unsubscribe later. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Hopefully you guys like the new intros and outros. Come on,